and faculty development programs under TEQIP-III, and we have also strengthened our resources like library, various laboratories using the TEQIP-II and TEQIP-III funding. Many of our students are finding placements in renowned companies, as well as they are doing their career in armed forces, as well as in various UPSC and MPSC, Maharashtra Public Services Commission examinations. The research publication from the faculty members have also been substantially improved. And as I mentioned earlier, we take pride in sharing this with all the participants that our library is one of the state-of-the-art libraries in colleges across Mumbai and probably even in India. Our librarian, Mr. Sawant, has always taken initiative to find new technologies, is making the operations comfortable to students, as well as strengthening the infrastructure in the library. If we compare what was SPC before 10 years and what is SPC today, then there is a vast difference. Unfortunately, due to COVID times, the participants are not able to come to our campus. But if you come to our campus, it is state-of-the-art campus and building at SPC. The visuals at SPC itself make the difference felt that what a government college can be. So I thank principals of both the colleges and librarians of both the colleges for allowing this program to happen and taking initiative to make this program a successful. I wish all the best to all the participants, and I hope that the program will be a value-added experience for all the participants. Thank you, sir. Sawan sir, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rahul Dahatonde. Now may I request our principal Murudi sir to say a few words on this occasion.
Thank you, Sawan. Good morning to all of you. Principal Dr. B.K. Agarwal and TEQIP Coordinator, College of Engineering, Rewa, Professor Tiwari. Chief guest of the today's function, Dr. P.S. Sawant, who is the Director of Kolhapur College of Engineering. Librarians of SPC and College of Engineering, Rewa. TEQIP Coordinators of SPC and College of Engineering, Rewa, and all participants. I am happy that SPC and College of Engineering, Rewa have organized this online 3 days workshop on trending technologies in library and information under TEQIP-III, which is a joint activity. This is the first kind of workshop organized for dissemination of information about new technologies in library and information sciences, which is very much required to cope up with the situations like pandemic times. As Professor Sawant informed that the resource persons are the library science experts from various renowned academic and research institute. They will express their views on how to avail the library facilities during pandemic situation. I thank Dr. B.K. Agarwal for happening this event, Dr. P.S. Sawant for presiding over this inaugural function, and the TEQIP coordinators of College of Engineering, Rewa and SPC. I congratulate and thank our librarian Sanjay Sawant and Dr. Sarala Pandey, who is a librarian of College of Engineering, Rewa, for taking keen interest and efforts made in organizing this event. I thank all of you and I wish the workshop grand success. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Murudi. Now may I request our guest of honor, Dr. P.S. Sawant, Director of Kolhapur College, Sangli, to say a few words on this occasion. Sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sawant.
Good morning, sir.
I'm very happy to address this webinar.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Hello.
Sir.
Can you hear me now?
Little bit slow it is, sir.
Just a moment.
So maybe you can hold the mic closer.
Hello.
Yes, sir. It is clear now, sir.
Yeah, now it is clear.
Actually, I was wearing earbuds.
No, it is better,
Earbuds.
sir.
Yeah, now it is better.
Yes, sir.
So good morning, Rahul and Agarwal ji, Shivaji ji. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
Fine, very fine.
Good morning, Dr. Samanji.
Good morning. Good morning. Even though I am shifted to Walchand College of Engineering, but still Rahul and Tiwari ji will ensure that Jabalpur, Rewa, SPC, and Walchand will work together. And I am happy
Sure,
that
sir.
REC, Rewa, and SPC has taken this initiative and understanding the importance of library in research and other activities. In fact, I really appreciate librarian Sanjay Sawant. He's not just librarian, but he has worked in many other areas at SPC. And very good upkeeping of SPC library. In fact, I can ask other librarians that they should visit SPC library and see how it is managed. Then I went through content of the webinar. I'm really happy to know that you have added MOOCs online course, and Dr. Sadanand Bansode from Pune, Savitribai Phule Vidyapit Pune, is addressing on this issue. It's a very good topic you have included, Sawant. Even Mr. Kamat, who will be speaking immediately in a keynote address, that topic is also very good. And I hope other librarians, they will also enhance knowledge of participants. So I'm really happy to address this. I won't take much time of yours. I wish Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, which is due now. Enjoy this webinar and start a new year with good health and take care of COVID. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Librarian, sir, you are on mute, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. P.H. Sawant. May I now request Dr. Agarwal, sir, Principal REC Rewa, to say a few words on this occasion, sir.
Thank you, Savan, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, clear.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for inviting me for this particular occasion.
Welcome,
Very
sir.
good morning to Dr. P.H. Sawant and the organizing team. First, I will congratulate everyone on the happy birthday of our legend ex-Prime Minister, Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. Because as a civil engineer, I really respect him like anything. Because for the rural roads, I will like to share this platform. This is not relevant with this, but I will like to use this platform for this occasion. Rural roads. For the rural roads, he was the first person who really thought about it. And you can see the revolution in last 20 years. So regarding the today's topic, library science, library is the soul of any institution. That is very true, because without library we cannot imagine any technical institution particularly. So I will congratulate all the organizing team, SPC Mumbai. They have worked hard, and here I will share my experience of visiting your library. Dr. Sawant, librarian, really wonderful, very nice library, really. That is in comparison with the IITs and NITs, you have, being a state engineering college, you have really done wonderful in managing your library. So I
Thank you,
once,
sir.
again, thank you all for inviting me on this occasion. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. One disclaimer I will like to clear here. Dr. Tripathi, Dr. Kamat, our keynote speaker could not join because of unavoidable reasons. But our next speaker, Dr. Sreekumar, is present here, and I will start our today's session with his introduction. Actually, subject is web scale discovery services for effective and seamless search and retrieval, a case study of IIM Kozhikode. Web scale discovery services for the library environment have the capacity to more easily connect researchers with the library's vast information repository. This includes locally held and hosted content such as physical holdings, digital collections, and local institutional repository. Perhaps more significantly, web scale discovery also access a huge array of remotely hosted content, often purchased or licensed by the library, such as publisher and aggregator, content for tens of thousands of full-text journals, additional content from abstracting and indexing resources, and content from open source repository. Dr. M.G. Sreekumar is the Chief Librarian and Information Officer of Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. He is an adjunct professor in the Humanities and Liberal Arts in Management of IMMK. He is Chief Architect of Indian Business Museum at IMK, which was inaugurated and dedicated to the nation in 2013. During 2007 and 8, he served as visiting professor in Faculty of Computer Science and Information Technology of University of Malaya, Kuala Lumpur. During 2014, Dr. Sreekumar was awarded the prestigious Sir Ratan Tata Scholarship to Harvard University for Advanced Research in Indian Business History. He is Fellow of the South Asian Institute of the Harvard University. He is a full-fledged scholar in library and information science. PhD from the University of Calicut, he has received several awards and honors, and prominent among them includes AIMS International Outstanding Librarian Award and Gold Medal in 2013, and from Satkal and Malignant. At IMK, Dr. Sreekumar leads several national and international projects and programs. He has been consultant to WHO, UNESCO, NSF, Colombo, Coil Board, Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science, and several other universities and institutions. Dr. Sreekumar sits in the editorial board of several national and international journals on digital and library information science. He was unanimously elected as the president of Malignant in 2017. A widely traveled professor, Dr. Sreekumar has conducted courses, seminars, and workshops in USA, UK, Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Australia, New Zealand, Ethiopia, Austria, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Philippines, Thailand, Dubai, and People of Republic of China. May I request Dr. Sreekumar to start his session, please. Dr. Sreekumar. Sir, your voice is not audible.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for this introduction. I'm so impressed and so, humbled. I would like to take, this opportunity to congratulate the organizers of this 3-day virtual workshop on a very interesting topic, especially looking at the current trends and changes that is happening in the vast area of library information services. Of course, it is an integral component of our educational system, more so at a time when the whole education is happening online now. So naturally, the dependency on library services, especially online services, is doesn't require much more emphasis. let me try and share my. I think somebody has to give me the host status because it is turned off at the moment.
Okay, I'll request our technical team, sir.
Yeah.
Kashmir.
Miss Kashmiri, please give sir the rights so that he can share his screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
You can see it now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
So I will, since I have almost an hour, I thought I will just present before this audience the relevance of libraries and the changing trends in libraries, and then I will come to the web-style discovery services. Is that okay, sir? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So web-scale discovery service, to introduce the topic, it is as it was mentioned in the opening remarks by sir, it is actually trying to save the time, the valuable time of the user, and also taking advantage of the advancements in computing and information searching technologies. Instead of the user having to go through about 50 or 100 databases and search one by one to get his or her results, the idea is to provide in a single box. It's actually sort of a analogy, can be kind of a Google of the enterprise, of the university, of the college. The idea is to provide enterprise-wide resource discovery kind of a search engine service. So I'm just trying to give the case of IMK when we introduced about 7, 8, or 9 years ago, and how the journey has been continuing. I will share with you. So now let me introduce the libraries, how the concepts, the perceptions, and the perspectives of libraries are changing over the years. We are in the 21st century, so I'm trying to picture before you sort of a 21st century library scenario, and then I will come to the exact topic, what is a web-scale discovery service. So libraries are one of the most enduring features of the academy and central to the values and the practice of scholarship. The academic library, the 21st century, is passing through exciting times with the opportunities a lot, and also a lot of challenges. The unprecedented disruption into technology integration, disintermediation, innovations, and the ever-growing user demands are the highlights of the higher education libraries of the day. But having said all these things, the information resources that we possess and the services that we render are the core of a library's persona. There's no point in saying that you have a lot of technologies around, you have a lot of facilities around, but actually a library is well rated or rated for that matter based on the kind of resources you have and based on the kind of services with a pleasant smile, how you render these services 24 hours, because nowadays most of the things are happening offline or online in an offline mode, because people are in their house, so or their hostels or workplace. So the libraries need not be physically visited to get the services of the library. So that's very important. So the disruption, as I was mentioning, is one of the major challenges that libraries are also facing. Academia is also facing disintermediation. Disintermediation, what I mean is libraries do the role of the intermediary between the resources and the users, maybe faculty, maybe researchers, maybe students, maybe a person who would like to, develop or enhance his knowledge. So disintermediation happens when technology is actually providing a way or a means so that you don't have to have the intermediary. So you don't have to have a library or a librarian, for that matter, to get connected to the resources. So that is exactly what is happening in the field of education also. Nowadays, those who are interested in learning, we call them as learners. So learners may not be students. Learners can be working people, working managers, professionals. So they would like to enhance their knowledge or keep up to date in their area of discipline. They can get education. They can get formal, informal kind of enhancement in their learning. So there can be an intermediary. I mean, there can be a disintermediation of the educational system also. Like if there is a course being run by an organization, it need not be by an education institution or by an organization where they have some expertise of domain knowledge. They can offer some courses, which can be kind of certification course or whatever they call. So we have now seen how the MOOCs have been developed. I mean, playing around. Just to one example. So MOOCs are one example of disintermediation. But it is not disintermediation in the real sense of the word, but it can lead to disintermediation when the actual role of the university college is actually being shortcut. Then it is leading to disintermediation. In the case of libraries, this is so much happening because a lot of resources are directly accessible to the user community without any intermediation. Innovation is actually the hallmark of the day, so I don't have to tell you more about this. Now, let us say, what are the libraries doing in order to cater to the needs of the user community? Library does a lot of systems and services they put in place. But what is even when we are at the helm of digital collections and services, we still librarians and information professionals still feel that a hybrid model is desirable. Library should be expanding their scope of work, and then library should be the center of research, teaching, publishing, and a center for disruptive innovation. So that is something which we are advocating. And then library follows a lot of workflows and systems. Libraries puts in place a lot of workflows and systems for collection development, management, and putting a lot of interfaces and relationships with the user community for seamless access and retrieval of data, information, delivery, and discovery and delivery. So library does a lot of things, and these things can be generally broadly categorized into two. One is business processes that we do in the back, what we call it as housekeeping services, and then we have another set of services for delivering services, what is called the user experience. That is what is the user's feel. So these are the things that we get from the library. So that is user experience. So in the business process, we do a lot of things with respect to collection development, collection management, metadata, then content aggregation, integration, all these things. In the case of user experience, we provide a lot of discovery services. We provide a lot of personalization services. We provide reuse facility by the users so that they don't have to again do the same sort of exercise in finding a particular data information. Such facilities are there. And finally, the usage is assessed and based on the kind of feedback what we see or find, get from the rate of usage, a product is either recommended for renewal or stopped because it is not being used. And then we do a lot of things on research support, academic support, and a lot of such things are being provided in digital scholarships workshops, authoring workshop, authoring support workshops, publishing support workshops, orientations and research data management support, impact factor enhancement support, so many things, and academic support, etc. we provide. And we also provide nowadays we find, I mean, of course we provide open access, open research and open science support systems. And libraries are, now we find that libraries are also going one step more ahead to make the library as an innovation center. This you can see most of the modern libraries, most of the recently set up libraries are doing these things. But this may not be the norm in all the libraries. But this is actually a catching up trend that we can see in most of the libraries, especially in the Western and the developed world. But we find a lot of libraries in India are also catching up with that. We provide a lot of maker spaces. We provide recreation centers, innovation labs, startup support systems, entrepreneurship cells, and centers like that. So the idea behind this kind of presentation of the library is that there is a notion that libraries are only for reading, learning, and consumption of knowledge. It need not be always like that. It can be that. Libraries can be a place for collaborative research, collaborative knowledge creation. We call it as co-creation of knowledge, or it can be a place for creation of knowledge. And that is what we provide by giving, our intention of providing academic and research support immensely. But in addition to all these things, once our students and faculty has known or created a new knowledge, they can very well test, try to commercialize it or monetize it or get a product out of it, and then tested its commercial viability and all these things, and the university or the institute through the library or maybe any other small organization or institutional setup, they can provide innovation centers. I think libraries are the best place, whereas knowledge is actually being stored, knowledge is being created, it is being finally tested for various commercial as well as useful outcomes. So now this is a very interesting capturing from David Lane's. When he said bad libraries build collections, good libraries build services, but great libraries build communities. So I am here to say collections and services are, as I have already mentioned earlier, collections and services become the backbone of the person of the library. But the communities that libraries can build around its collections and services, etc., can go a long way in reaching out to the community and retain them as potential, not only potential, active users always. That's very important. And now libraries are going mostly virtual. I will not say totally virtual, mostly virtual, and a lot of services are there in print also, should be there in print also. And the individual focus, the traditional way of individual focus is changing to community focus. Collection libraries are getting creation libraries, portals of the library, physical as well as electronic. They are all becoming very focused, maybe kind of a specialized niche we are creating for the user community. And let us look at the changing landscape. As I was mentioning, we should provide a highly welcoming and inspiring ambience. We should redefine and repurpose the library spaces, and because library as a place is no longer the concept. It is actually a space where people come and explore their possibilities of improving their knowledge, understanding about various things. And seamless access to knowledge is something that the libraries can provide, because earlier we all know that we used to go to the library just to browse through the new arrivals and serendipity. Suddenly we find we are caught, caught the attention of a particular book or a journal or an article, and then we just keep on browsing. We navigate through the traditional way. But nowadays we navigate and browse through the digital way, and a lot of interesting discoveries and deliveries are being provided by the library. It is becoming a collaborative learning. It's a learning hub. It is a place for exchanging ideas. Libraries provide a vast corpus of knowledge through high-end collections, and library supports for open access, open science. So this is exactly what I was mentioning earlier. So I think the research productivity and the research impact can be improved with the help of a library which is well stocked, not only well stocked, which is well served, and we can have all these innovation facilities in the by the library. So this also is something which is very interesting, because our engineering colleges are facing a lot of challenges with respect to placements, with respect to students' employability. I think we are now in Industry 4.0. We have passed from the steam power to electrical power to electronics and IT power, cyber technologies now, cyber environment now. What is given here is actually a set of robots working on manufacturing of a car. This is actually a photo taken from Toyota manufacturing unit in Japan. This can be the scenario in India, Brazil, anywhere, wherever they have their manufacturing units, because they all use machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, that kind of things. So these things are reflected very much in the industry. Means the demand is actually the career is actually career 4.0 we are talking about. Naturally, education also has to catch up with career 4.0 too, so that it has to be education 4.0, whatever we can think of. Whatever 4.3, whatever number you want to give, it has to be at the cutting edge of the technology and the market demand, so that our students who pass out from this colleges can make a real purposeful and meaningful presence in their placements. So the big questions what we would like to ask at this juncture will be like, what's the future of knowledge? How is it progressing? What's the future of pathways to knowledge? What's actually the future of public technology and community anchor institutions such as libraries and colleges or universities are doing? What's the future of learning spaces? What's the future of attention? Actually, one of the most important challenges, not only by libraries but the academia facing at this moment, is the attention span. How do we try to bring back those attention span that are actually very much there in the earlier generations when we were students? But I think the attention, the changes in the attention span is actually a major concern for the academy. Libraries are becoming all-in-one spaces for learning, consuming, sharing, creating, and experiencing. The rapid and radical changes have taken place in the environment. There's a dire need and necessity for us to shift the library to the 21st century library. Actually, what I am suggesting is like blue ocean methodology to develop the strategy for it. So blue ocean methodology is a management concept, it's a marketing concept, and it is all about creating uncontested markets so as to make the competitions relevant. So as the name suggests, blue ocean, otherwise it is red ocean, where a lot of people are competing each other. Market is being marketing, you see a lot of competition, whereas the blue ocean strategy is entirely different concept of developing a product and marketing it into the domain or in the public, in the market, so that there is no much of competition on that. For example, the cell phone is actually a very interesting concept. There was no such concept as you can use the phone as a multi-purpose gadget. It can be a calculator, it can be a torch, it can be an internet access, what is called a gadget. It can be a phone also. So I think these concepts are groundbreaking, path-breaking. We call them otherwise as exponential technology. So I think the power of computing is coming up. The cost of computing is getting cheaper and cheaper. I think the libraries and information centers make the best use of. Academy also should take the best use of these things. So it epitomizes strategic agility by focusing on creating and capturing new and innovative knowledge resources, services, and inspiring learning environments. So blue ocean strategy can be adopted. That means the old experiences or practices should not haunt us in creating new kind of services, so that it will look entirely new like that. So I don't think I need to give more about the kind of the agility and resilience, because it's all about how the system is very robust and resilient, so as to meet any such challenges that because 21st century is all about challenges, and 2019-20 has been the worst years. I mean, at the same time, a lot of learning experience that we got from this 2020. That I think we can take it. I mean, we'll get the courage and resilience to fight for a number of other awards that can come in the future also, because it has been such a learning experience for the entire humanity. So it is still not over. It is still going on. So this one I have already told. So the whole thing of libraries are changing. So the focus areas, what I would suggest, I would recommend for the 21st century university or the 21st century libraries can be a lot of collections that does lot of relevance and significance to the user community, information access, delivery, and discovery and delivery. This is actually the focus point of my topic today, because I thought I will just give a introduction about what is happening in the libraries for the larger audience of the, for the larger audience of this workshop. And then lot of spaces we should provide. It is not just a place to come and learn. It is a lot of spaces that we can think of providing, where people can come not only for learning, but also for experimenting, experiencing new environment, new knowledge, etc. Research enablement libraries can do a lot of things. Teaching and learning enablement libraries can do a lot of things. Research data management, because this is an area which is not being attended to most of our educational institutions, especially research institutions, especially because a lot of data we gather for our research, and once the paper is published, these data go unnoticed and unattended. So this is actually a great loss and a great waste, actually waste of huge money and human energy efforts. So if this research data can be preserved, stored, and archived and preserved, it can be used by our researchers, the future researchers. That is something I think the institutions and universities should pay some attention. And then a lot of digitization should be promoted and acted on. And then digital scholarships and they should be provided and promoted. And then entrepreneurship cells are very important. I think self-service also is something that we need to inculcate among our user community. So what I mean to say is that a student who is, or a faculty who is walking into the library should be able to do all by himself or herself almost all the services, so that he is self-sufficient with respect to the information gathering capability is concerned. Because once you come out of the school or the college environment, you don't have the luxury of the pampering of the faculty. You don't have the luxury of the library, lab, any of the infrastructure. So you have to be on your own. So rather than getting upset when you are outside the campus, I think when they are inside the campus itself, they should be able to, they should be taught, they should be oriented, guided to see that they are able to do their own requirements, so that they know how to look for knowledge, how to search for knowledge. It's like learning how to learn. That's very simple. So there are a lot of interesting interlocking channels of library systems and services we have discussed. We have our idea is to have a seamless aggregation integration of digital objects, metadata, print as well as electronic, indexing as well as indexes as well as search algorithms and search strategies, coupled with information and knowledge guides, navigation interfaces, discovery. Hello. Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay. And then we have a lot of interesting information services, IT-based information services like library management systems, the online public access catalogs, the electronic resource management systems, A to Z subject guides, digital library, institutional repositories, digital discovery services, etc., supported by highly enabled cutting-edge library systems and software. This is actually the thing that libraries are providing. Now, it has to be gadget neutral and platform neutral, and at the same time, it has to be format compatible formats, because nowadays a lot of formats are coming on this format, interoperable. So, the empowering mantras for libraries at this moment we find open access, open source, open systems, and open. What I mean to say here is that the knowledge what is created should be accessible to the academic community, research community. Open source is all about the software that is being playing around. You know, almost all the software are available now for testing and using. So open systems and open technologies are also there for support. So I think as you know, thriving academics and libraries, professionals, I think we should be mastering these 4 areas. So it's very useful for us. Now, coming to my topic, that is discovery service. So I think now I can go ahead in another 10, 15, 20 minutes. I will finish. The tidal waves of propelling the digital world of cloud technologies, mobile technologies, social media, communication, and these are very wonderful. And then the technology trends, Internet of Things, cloud computing, virtual, virtualization, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, big data, and this. Partly I have already mentioned. A lot of things are coming into the public domain in terms of text, visual, audio, user activity. Because users create a lot of knowledge, and the knowledge graph is actually, in an exponential manner. So this is how the data is improving in terms of terabytes or petabytes, etc. So this is a fairly old one, but I think now it is available for 2019 at least now. Per minute, every minute of the day, the whole world is creating such a huge chunk of knowledge, in terms of these various services. So these are all coming to the public domain. To what extent we will be able to, pay attention or benefit out of this is actually left to the user community. Libraries also can use those things. But the actual scenario for the user community, the users, average user, is that it is a needle haystack story. Lot of things are there, and you have a needle you need to find out. That is very important for you. That is very significant and relevant for you. That is something which you are looking for. It can be a traumatic effect. It can be a Herculean task. So the challenges are that we are working, or we are all seeing the things that Google kind of services are doing. So what kind of relevance is there for libraries when whole indexing, searching is taken over by Google? Do libraries provide any significant service that can be parallel to, comparable to? No, not all that easy. So you have to do a lot of work, hard work, to match up and catch up with Google. And retention of users, I have already told. The proliferation of content, I don't have to tell you. Content, I have already showed you how content is created every minute of the day. And then diverse data streams, content categories, publication types, multimedia, multi-format, multilingual, collection building. There are so many ways in which libraries are now doing collection building. I don't want to go into the depth of this thing. I'm just giving a kind of a gist of these characteristics. So that copyright, intellectual property are again problem. Problem means challenges for libraries. You have to be very conversant and knowledgeable about the intellectual properties. Otherwise, you can be caught. Technology is very complex. At the same time, it can be mastered. There's no issue. Infrastructure issues are very important for colleges, especially weakly endowed colleges. So if you are not having the kind of resources or the kind of support coming from the management, then it can be a real task for the libraries to publishers' policy, monopoly, etc. is to be seen. And the most important thing libraries are at the, at the helm of their affairs is actually the integration of legacy systems and the new generation. How do you combine all these things? I think all these things are being done by most of the libraries at this juncture. There's nothing. But information retrieval is actually a real puzzle for the user community. Information retrieval. So because it is distributed and scattered, the sources are coming up from thousands of different services and sources. So how do libraries cope with this kind of a challenge is very important, and it is a dilemma for the users also. There are numerous alternative avenues for discovery. That is one challenge that libraries are facing. Especially people say that, okay, I can get all these things from Google itself, from internet itself. Then why do we need a library? This is very interesting a question. But if you look at, if you search, you will get prima facie some thousands of results in the internet. But how many of these things are actually useful results? How many of these things are useful to your course or your requirement is something you have to really search, value, evaluate, and then validate. So you will find that most of the important knowledge or most of the useful knowledge is actually behind a paywall. You have to pay and get it. So it's not always available in the open domain, And then we need to determine the role that library should play. Basis scholarly information use practices have shifted rapidly. Academic libraries increasingly being disintermediated, I was telling, and hence being the risking on its relevance. Usage steadily shifting towards reliance on network level electronic resources, a decline in interest in using locally provided tools for discovery. So our web scale discovery is actually the kind of tools that we use for searching and retrieving information. So that is what this discovery is all about. So that also we find that of late users are changing their behavior in terms of using library resources. So our responsibility is to assist the users in finding what they need without demanding what they acquire specialized, demanding that they acquire specialized knowledge. The continuing proliferation of formats, tools, services, and technologies have expanded how to arrange, retrieve, and present our holdings. Users expect simplicity and immediate reward. Amazon, Google, iTunes, and all these things are being compared with the library service, and library services are not able to match up and catch up with the kind of trends. Our current systems pale beside these. So the reflections on resources for continuous, like user expectation, are increasingly driven by I already told you. When when end users conduct a search in a library catalog, they expect the researchers and exactly what they want. They want material quite relevant research, immediate, current. So what we are doing at IIM Kozhikode is I'm just sharing a kind of a scenario. So we are providing to the users where they're individual or small groups or large multimedia library system without having to know from where it is coming. So that is what I think we all should provide. It should be a very simple, easy to use, pervasive kind of an approach. So we have a larger number of collections, and we have ebooks and e-journals and aggregated online systems, big data and databases, science, technology, engineering, medicine, agriculture, biomedicine, all these things, open access, videos and audios, journals, DAX files, institutional repositories, cases, reports, networks. All these are put in networks, otherwise in a cloud service. So what I'm trying to say, libraries now provide, this is actually the scenario with almost all the libraries which are having access and subscription to a lot of databases. A lot of books inside in print format, a lot of ebooks in electronic format, and like that. So we provide a lot of discovery services, like a small catalog. Online catalog itself is a discovery service, and subject indexes we provide. We provide a lot of subject guides. We provide a lot of federated and discovery services. I'll come to this in. So these are actually the mechanisms through which users find, retrieve the kind of required information which is required by them from the library's collection. So here I'm showing you the website of the library. We have tried our best to provide whatever maximum services we can provide. Different types of forms are provided. These are various resources, but these are the kind of catalogs that are provided. So you can see about the kind of catalogs, e-resources and databases, list and catalog. So this is the e-journals list we are providing. A lot of e-journals are providing. I think to the tune of around 15,000 to 20,000 e-journals are accessible. So each has got 385 titles, which has got 16,500 plus articles. So here is actually a search. We provide EBSCO Discovery service as our. Okay, this is the EBSCO Business Source Ultimate, which has got 8,000 or 10,000 plus titles. This is on service coming from EBSCO Business Source Ultimate. So similar services are there from. So now this is ABI Inform Complete, and this can be now around 24,000 journals and news services there. ProQuest Academic 1 has got a large number of journals in there. So what I'm trying to say is that we have a lot of services that are coming up with a lot of number of thousands of journals and e-books, etc. So these are, so that means a person will have to go through each and every service. If you want to look at EBSCO, you have to go to EBSCO service. You have to ProQuest, you have to go to ProQuest service. You have to see, if you are not even getting in ProQuest, you will come to JSTOR and see the articles in there. And then you have Project News, another service which has got 500 plus 50 plus, and psych articles, ACM Digital Library. I don't have to tell you, for computer science and engineering colleges, ACM Digital Library is a huge, very important service. And then IEEE Explorer. And then Cywords, which has got Science Direct Management Collection, 200 plus titles, and the Emerald, 150 plus. Sage Journals, 400 plus titles. Taylor and Francis, Wiley Online, war.com, which is actually a collection of videos, and then ft.com, synthesis lecture series from Morgan. So library portal has got what you have seen here has got a lot of it is there with the online indexes and OPEC, and then we have ebooks, e-journals, online journals, aggregated journals, databases, subject guides, digital library, institutional repositories. What I'm trying to say, we are providing a number of a huge resource, scattered and distributed in various services and service providers, plus a number of methods through which you can access these resources. So I'm just pointing your attention to EBSCO Discovery Service, which is this way. This is the gateway to library resources. So now we also have a subject guide for the benefit of those who want to browse and come to the article level. You can go browsing also. You can go by searching also. That is what I'm trying. This is a content type. If you are looking for company and financial data, these are the services you may have. If you are looking for academic literature, if you are looking for industry data, if you are looking for newspapers and magazines, so like that, different. This is another thing which is lib guides. Another service which are trying to organize our resources in a meaningful manner. So here we are trying to provide the A to C listing of our services. So it is another way of bringing it. So this is the A to Z listing. And then we have a Greenstone based digital library. We are providing access to all these things. These are the kind of videos that we have. These are the kind of ebooks that we have. Ebooks in detail. So what I'm trying to say is we have a huge collection by means of a couple of consortia. We are member. One is the IM Libraries Consortium, and the other one is actually the industry. The InflipNet's consortium, ESOT. So these two consortia give a lot of resources. So this is the same with the engineering colleges also. There can be. So our collections have improved from 2000 to 2020 because we have been having this consortium right from 2000. So now we have a huge number of over 20,000 journals and a lot of e-journals and e-books and so many such resources. This is our institutional repository. Our publications are put in this repository. So you can visit dspace.ing.ac.in. It can be there in your institution also. So we find that information management strategies, libraries use a lot of information management strategies, IT based, computing science based. So the idea is to provide all these resources to the students, instructors, researchers, admins, along with librarians. So discovery solutions, we have management solutions, we have data services, we have institutional solutions, campus-wide mobile solutions, all this can be working in a cloud platform also. Now, what is web scale discovery services? We will come to that. That is actually the topic. So let us see. You can picture yourself as a user. Now, where should I begin? That is the question, because you have thousands of resources, hundreds of resources. So we have these many resources coming in. So in such a situation, it is really a Herculean task for the user to see where to start. So we are providing a single search facility that is called the discovery service. So this is the scenario what is happening. The advanced consequences of always unsatisfied, underutilized resources. Some of the users will not, items or some of the resources may not get used at all. Loss of money and efforts in such a situation. They are unable to provide relevant resources to meet at the right time. Inefficiency mark on library system, ultimate loss to institution and nation, etc. So let us say if we have a single search like a Google inside the enterprise, inside the institution, I think that can be the best. So now there are a lot of shifts in the strategy of libraries. The most traditional was a catalog. You can visualize a library catalog card, cabinet. We were using so many such tools and technologies or techniques like that. Now we have automated. Now we are going to digital library, etc. So we use a lot of interesting technologies, underlying technologies for energizing and putting up these kinds of services. And bound catalog, card catalog. These are the kind of evolutions that has taken place. Federated searches was actually the earlier technology. Now we are now going to web scale technology. So we'll see that. So in a simple vision, a single point of entry to all the content and services offered by a library to provide an enjoyable search experience. It is a web scale discovery service beyond federated search, and it is actually a single search box. This is actually what is happening in federated search technology. So what happens is when you are giving a query in a search box in a federated environment, the search query is passed on to n number of services at a single stretch. On the fly, and bring all the resources, all the search results. It's a real-time query response. So the results are ranked and displayed before the user community according to the relevance of the search query criteria, keyword relevance. That is what is happening in a federated search service. In discovery services, these resources, these service providers share their metadata. So their metadata will be shared for a local indexing mechanism, and we will be searching a meta search on a pre-built harvesting and indexing system. So this is a new approach. So that means the participating resources, services will share their metadata for a local index, and we do a meta search on a pre-built harvested indexing system. So here, instead of going to these kind of end resources, we go to the local index and search, and then we bring the results and we. So it is very efficient. It is very time productive. The efficiency level compared to the federated search system, this one discovery is really a very interesting, and it is actually harvested on a daily basis. This indexing system, the local index will be harvesting the data from these participating resources on a daily basis. So it's very, there can be so many pros and cons, or benefits and advantages that I can mention about. The search is very fast, the standardized, unified indexes, we get robust relevancy ranking. You get compared to this one, metadata enhancement is possible. Comprehensive results are there. This may not be comprehensive. Performance quality is very high. This will not be the case here. And more than everything, the response time is the most important that you get out of a discovery service. So the main components of a discovery service is that content just to come from a knowledge base and technology that we are. So there has to be a local index and a base index, and comprise of journals, books, databases, and aggregated open to and the local index library. So the base index plus the local index will be working on this one, institutional repository. So for the local index, we will have the library catalog pertaining to the print collection, and the institutional repository, which I was mentioning, the institutions research publications put on a digital library environment. Other local collections, if we have that, also you can. You have a harvester, which is complying with OAI-PMS, that is Open Archives Initiative Protocol for metadata harvesting. Then you have automated transfer routines, you have metadata mapping, platform blending, indexing technologies, deduplication algorithms, link resolvers, relevancy algorithms, interface, technologies. So all these technologies play together. It's actually a symphony being, performed by all these technologies, and the users do not have to. Even the service provider, like libraries, do not have to, because actually this is powered by such cutting edge, bleeding edge technologies. These are the technical. So library catalog, digital library, the harvester, solver, and consolidated index, and the search is happening, and the results are provided. We have EBSCO's discovery service. We have Summon proposed. We have WorldCat, OCLC, library, Prime. So all these things are popular, and there is open source service called WhoFind also, which is there. So you can compare the discovery service efficiency by effectiveness based on two factors mainly: content coverage and technology aspects, harvesting, searching, relevancy ranking, interface features, etc. So evaluation program for parameters, content average, coverage, no discovery service. No discovery service covers 100% data. Make sure that discovery base index covers major publishers' metadata. So base index is actually the index coming from our subscriptions. Ideal web scale discovery service is one which helps you cover the maximum information gap as far as possible. Technology we can discuss because I think as we are implementing. Selecting and implementing a particular service, you can think about looking at a lot of interesting characteristics added as far as technology is concerned. Let me tell you, all these services I was mentioning, whether it is EBSCO Discovery or Summon or Primo or OCLC, WorldCat, whatever, all these are almost being powered by almost the same kind of technologies. But their difference you can see will be basically the kind of approach what they have, what they provide in terms of their algorithms and their ability to bring in as easily or as quickly and then give meaningful. So algorithms matter, but the technologies are mostly almost the same. So favorable factors include you have the compatible library management system in place, a compatible IRD space or whatever, maybe other ePrint or kind of institutional repository should be there. It will provide a trial using catalog data, robust relevant ranking, quality of metadata, that is thicker metadata, easy effective access to subscriber full text resources, focused on patterns and their needs and local support. I say not produced by a competing ILMS vendor. So if if a ILMS vendor, that is a library catalog vendor, is also providing the same discovery service, I think there can be a little bit of clash on the interest, so that is not always it is also not produced by a publisher because they will have a bias to their publication. So here I am showing you the example. I'm saying electronic commerce, which is giving into a EBSCO discovery service. You can see how the. So on the left side, you have seen find my search terms, limit. You can have limiters here. You can have publication source types here. You can have related images here. Open DOAR and other things are here. The other dissertations, open access repositories are there. So you have in the core you have written. You have got the display e-commerce resources that has come. Now it is showing some full text resources from various journals or ebooks, etc. So this is how it is. So we now show you the statistics of usage of EBSCO discovery service over the years. It is only increasing. Trend is very good. So because now the usage you can see in 2020. There is consistent usage, there is no doubt. The resources are also, and the downloads are also very encouraging. So this is actually a working model. The user is sitting here and using a remote login facility. We give the content. We give the facility for the users to search. We call it as a SSO or single sign-on. And the portal, the library portal, will take care of the search query from the user community, and then they search this and bring the results. So now web-scale discovery services is, to be very frank, is not the latest technology that is playing around. Nowadays, we are talking about concept-based searching, ontology-based searching, etc. It is actually now going back, it's a very perfected or a robust, almost tested and service. There's no issue, but it is not the latest in terms of information retrieval technologies, because we are now talking about concept-based searches and what I was telling, ontology-based searches, which has got so kind of a 3D version of searching is very much there with the help of visualization facilities, etc., which is really very, very advanced way of algorithms that is happening. But it is actually making waves of revolution in the field of information retrieval. So now there is the emphasis on the shifting of this in-house installed software cloud-based services, because these days almost all search engines are cloud-based. So this also can be cloud server, and of course our web-scale discovery service is also cloud-based. Most of the services. There is wide acceptance of web-scale discovery services in almost all the facilities now. The developments in the features, function, and level of integration of the systems and scope and content, soundness of metadata, flexibility of the interface, all evolving, and all make a lot of sense also. It is capable of meeting the necessary. Of course, it is actually a perfected and playing around technology, not the technology of the future. It is actually a technology of the present or the yesterdays. So thank you very much for your patient listening. I know this has been little boring or little too much in detail, but I should thank you for your patient listening, and I will try to answer your queries if you have any. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you,
There are
sir.
a couple of questions in the chat box. You can just request sir to please look at those two questions.
Yeah, please.
Yes,
please.
yes. Sir, I'll read out the questions for you, sir.
Yeah, please.
First question from Sanmati Jitendra Jain. She is asking, does the web scale discovery services have the provision to include consortium-wide content and union catalog?
Yes, yes, very much, very much.
Yes.
It is possible. It is possible. What I told you, no, our basic two sources of resources are from the IIM Library Consortium and also from the ESO Sindhu Consortium. So once you have access to your resources, it's a matter of just connecting your service provider with the discovery service provider. Because our service provider for the resource has to share their links and link resolvers. So that is very much possible.
Okay.
Same is the case with Union Catalog also. It's a matter of sharing the resources and the details and the metadata.
Is it clear, Sanmati madam? Okay, next question is it possible to integrate library discovery service through the interface of learning management system like Moodle?
Very much, very much, very much possible.
Okay.
Only thing is the learning management system participants should have the access to the library resource. I think that is the only requirement. Otherwise, LMS participant can very well participate. Web scale discovery service. Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir. Is there any questions from the participant? May I proceed?
Yes, sir, please.
Now I request Aditi Gaikwad, a librarian of Sardar Patel College of Engineering, which is our 16th concern, to give a vote of thanks to Dr. Sreekumar.
SPIT.
Aditi madam, yeah, SPIT library. Aditi madam, over to you.
Please unmute, ma'am. Please unmute. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for your systematic presentation. You explained very well as how web scale discovery services is efficient and different from federated search engine and how it is implemented in your library. I think participants must have benefited immensely from this session. And I give a really heartfelt vote of thanks to Dr. Sreekumar for accepting our invitation and took out valuable time of your busy schedule to deliver a talk. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Aditi madam.
Now I request Mr. Sanjay Sawant to introduce about our next session. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, main theme of this webinar was that the libraries around the world have been facing lockdown challenges in providing access to its collection and services. All type of libraries have promoted their digital services during the coronavirus pandemic situation. The aim of this 3-day workshop is to find out innovative ways to reach out library users and to explore opportunities to navigate through the challenges created by the pandemic situation. Hope we library fraternity will successfully implement technological advancement and innovations to transform the traditional to smart library. Our next session is from the Dr. D.P. Tripathi on website as a gateway of information design and implementation. How to do. Dr. Tripathi, assistant librarian and assistant registrar, undergraduate, is one of the most enduring and compassionate figure in the NIT Roorkela. Amid the ongoing global pandemic, he is conducting various workshops and webinars on the subjects related to the library science. He has worked as librarian in Kendriya Vidya Sangathan, New Delhi, then senior library information assistant at IIT Kanpur, assistant librarian at Biju Patnaik Central Library, BPCL. While working in the BPCL, he was selected for the prestigious Commonwealth Professional Fellowship Award at the University of East London. He has attended international conference in Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia. He has keen interested in computers and in learning new things, which have been reflecting in his working environment. He has developed his website, that is www.tripathi.com, and Moodle platform www.libguide.in to share the gain knowledge with other library professionals and colleagues. He has co-authored book Towards the Digital India. He is also being called as a resource person also from neighboring countries. He delivers developing various skills. A very good flute player trusts that the playing the flute is outcome of finding alternative for meditation. Dr. D.P. Tripathi is running a YouTube channel named Librarian Guide to share experience and knowledge that he has earned in the past 17 years. May I call Dr. Tripathi to start his session, website as a gateway of information, design and implementation, how to do. Dr. Tripathi. I think Dr. Tripathi has not joined. He will join in short. Dr. Tripathi will be in short with us. So we will take a break of maybe 5 minutes. Once Dr. Tripathi joined, we will start our session. Thank you. Uh, Welcome, Dr. Tripathi, sir.
Very
Dr.
good morning. Very good morning to all of you, sir.
Good morning. Actually, I have given your introduction. Once again, I'll start again. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Dr. Tripathi, uh, Tripathi ji is an assistant librarian, assistant registrar, undergraduate. Is one of the most enduring and compassionate figure in the NIT Roorkela. Amid the ongoing global pandemic, he is conducting various workshops and webinars on subject-related library science. He has worked as librarian in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan in New Delhi, a senior library information assistant at IIT Kanpur, assistant librarian at Biju Patnaik Central Library. While working in the BPCL, he was selected for the prestigious Commonwealth Professional Fellowship Award at University of East London. He has attended international conferences in Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia. He has keen interested in computer and learning new things which have been reflected in his working environment. He has developed website www.tripathi.com and Moodle platform www.libguide.in to share the gain knowledge with other library professionals and colleagues. He has co-authored books towards and digital library. He is also being called as resource person from neighboring countries. He believes in developing various skills. A very good flute player trusts that playing the flute is the outcome of finding an alternative for meditation. Dr. D.P. Tripathi is running a YouTube channel named Librarian Guide to share experience and knowledge that he has earned in the past 17 years. May I request Dr. Tripathi to start his session, please? Thank you, Dr. Tripathi.
Once again, sir, a very good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to you for warm welcome, and also I would like to express my sincere thanks for creating this opportunity to be the part of this wonderful program and to interact with the galaxy of intellectuals. Indeed, I have been waiting for this session, and I am ready to just discuss the topic which is given to me. In fact, this is a very relevant topic to the current need in the libraries, or you can say the in our profession, because it's age of internet and information plays a very important role, and due to the emergence of multidisciplinary subject, the situation has become of the information explosion, and it is our responsibility being the library professional to disseminate the information to the end users in a proper way, so that whatever the work we are doing in library or anywhere, I do not just focus only to library, so we can properly disseminate information through one gateway, and also we can make them aware that what are the services we are providing to the from the library side. So the topic website as a gateway of information, design and dissemination, how to do it is the today's discussion topic. And I am thankful to you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to interact with you all.
Welcome, sir.
I also express and my heartfelt thanks to all the participants to be the part of this session. I hope I will not disappoint you with my content. So with your kind permission, I would like to share my PPT, and then I will actually my session will be in two parts. In the first part, I will take 10 minutes time to brief about the some of the important component of the website, and then live I will demonstrate that how a library can build a website. So I'm sharing my PPT first, and then
Yeah.
we will. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, sir. Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you, sir.
Hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes, it is visible, sir. Visible.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for
Yeah,
confirming.
yeah, yeah.
As I mentioned that this is our responsibility to be the information disseminator in order to ensure the maximum services. So in this way, especially in the internet, the website is considered one of the best tool to disseminate information. And there are many ways through which you can develop the website. You can develop the website through already, you can say, ready-made applications available. You can also build a website with the help of the programming language like HTML is the basic hypertext markup language. Apart from this, there are other languages which you can use for developing the website like Java and PHP. All these are server side script language which you can use, and most of the developers they prefer using PHP or Java or including HTML to make the or .NET to make the interactive website. But in our profession, especially the limitation with library professional is that we are not computer savvy. So most of the time it happens that we cannot or to some extent you can say that we cannot design using the code. And because during BLISC, MLISC, we have never been taught about C, C++ or .NET or this high level language. So what happens that we need to depend and those tools which we can use easily. And in order to understand that, there is another you can say the option that is called open source content management system. So basically there are two ways: either you can program it, code it, and you can develop the website, or there is a ready-made platform, applications available in open source and commercial both, which you can use for developing.
Tripathi sir, your voice is breaking. Tripathi sir, your voice is
Okay,
breaking.
is it okay now? Is it okay now? Is it okay
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
if it is not clear, then
No, it is fine, sir. It is fine at our end.
is it
Maybe
okay?
in locations, the internet connectivity might also affect.
Hello.
Maybe.
You are audible, sir. Tripathi, sir, please go ahead.
Thank you for confirming. And I also humbly request all the participants to please mute yourself. Whenever you have any query or question, you can unmute and raise the question. So as I was mentioning that there are two options to develop the website. One, to use the core language or programming language to develop the web application for dissemination of the information, or you can use the ready-made application which is already available in the commercial as well as in open source category, which is also known as the content management system for developing the website. So in today's discussion, my main focus will be on Joomla, but I will also let you know some other open source content management system which you can use for developing the website. So as you can see, this particular blog I developed with the help of WordPress, but I also have developed the website using Joomla for my library. Also for my own website, I am having the website with Joomla. So we will be talking in detail about this. Yeah, I will just skip to this. So the basic agenda of discussion or the responsibilities we will be discussing, and we'll see the different means applications feature that how it can be done. And starting with the content management system, first we need to understand, as I mentioned, that there are two ways to develop the website. The first one, that you can use the programming language and you can develop the website. That there you need a skill of you can say the complete core language where you have to code it, and also you have to design, and then you can save the website the way you want. But another way is that there are free application or open source application, commercial application which can subscribe, and you can develop. So in one there is a Joomla, and all these fall under the category of content management system, open source content management system. So we need to understand first that what is content management system. Basically, you can describe yourself or understand, because the content management system, a system which manages the content, is called content management system. Now the thing is that what is content? Content is our information which is available in the bibliographic format, or it may be available in any digital format like video or audio. It may be in the textual format, image format. So all these content we need to organize properly, and then we have to publish it. We have to maintain it also for lifelong, so that after 2 years also, if anyone is willing to browse the old records, so they can get it. So overall, the purpose of content management system is to manage the whole content using one system. So that is called content management system. And there are many software in this category. In the open source content management category, you will find Joomla, WordPress, and then Drupal. These three are very, very popular software. People around the globe, they are using it without any problem, and they have developed their website. Even the dynamic website where the content flows as and when it is updated from the backend. So Joomla is also one of them, which is responsible for displaying the information or dissemination of the information, managing the application, web application with help of Joomla. Who can use? Anyone can use it, whether it is university, personal, college, NGO, industry, or corporate. Anyone, whoever is willing to just have the information over internet using any web application, so they can refer Joomla or use Joomla for managing the content. Now, basically, there are two key responsible person in this. One is the administrator, who is responsible for managing the whole content from the backend. They basically are responsible for defining the data structure, who will be the component creator, and then how the pages are going to be assembled. And another person, you can say, who will be responsible for managing the content, designing it and presenting it for the individual. So basically, the administrator who define the data structure, create the database, and create the component for different authors, they do not come in the picture. They already have, you can say, created the bundle and thrown in the public domain in the website, which you can download it, and you can play the role of editor. You can install it, you can manage the content, you can float it over the public domain for you can say, for dissemination of the information to the individual. So we are going to talk about Joomla. I'm not going to touch this. I'll demonstrate practically, but here you need to understand that what is Joomla and when it was developed, whether it is available freely or what software is used. So as I mentioned, Joomla is an open source content management system which is available for use by anyone. Open source, I need not to define, is you can say set of code which can be used by anyone, and it can be redistributed with modification in the code. The code is available for anyone to download. So Joomla code is also available if you are a developer or if you have a skill of PHP and MySQL, so you can make modification in the software. Basically, Joomla is written in the PHP language and backend is MySQL. Both are open source. So if you have knowledge, even the some of the part of the HTML also you can use. So when we develop the website, I'll let you know that where you can make the modification. Basically, it came Joomla. The meaning of Joomla is all together, and it came in the picture in 2005. Before that, it was known as a Mambo, and the current version is 3.9.23. Basically, it is being used worldwide. You can access the website at joomla.org, and you can see that more than 30 million downloads. I think this is my old this one data. You can find more on the website, and more than 10,000 extensions are available. More than 3% of the website are based on Joomla around the globe. And to run the Joomla, you need three things. As I mentioned, you need one server, which is basically open source server. You can download it, Apache web server, PHP 5.2 or higher version to run 3.9.23, and MySQL version, it should be the latest one, because many changes have taken place in Joomla, so you need to know that. Now the question is that how to install it. So here I would like to throw light on this two part. See, you, if you are having computer at home or laptop at home, so you can install it at home using these three software: PHP, Apache, MySQL. This will set up the platform web server where you can install Joomla and use it at local system, or even the institute, whoever is having their own server, rack server or workstation, or whatever server they have in the institute, they can request the computer center, data center, to create the 100 GB space or 50 GB space with the Apache, MySQL, and PHP web server platform, where you can install Joomla, and you can ask computer center to give the public IP so that anyone can access this one. This is one part. Second portion, if you are not comfortable, because many institutions, they may not be comfortable with the server, they may not be having the infrastructure. So in that situation, what will happen, that you need to depend on the third party, and these third party basically will be helpful, who can provide you the shared hosting. You might have heard about the web hosting services. There are many web hosting providers who provide the web hosting, and there you can purchase the the web server for 1 year or 2 year, depending on the need, or even you can have the lifetime subscription by having the agreement with those web hosting service provider, and then they will provide you the server login ID, password of the control panel, where you can install any kind of software, and you can build the website and float it on the public. So these are the two methods which you can use for developing the website. As far as the local host is concerned, basically there is a software called Jam, which is a combination of Apache, PHP, and MySQL. So this is also, Jam is also a local, open source software, which you can download directly from the internet, and you can simply, by double clicking on your computer, it will get installed in your system and set up the web server platform, where you can install Joomla and you can build the website. This is the local host. Similarly, the similar kind of setup is provided by the web server web hosting provider. If you buy the shared hosting or dedicated server, whatever, it is your choice, institution choice, that which server you are going to buy. So I'm not going to show you the local host, because I will just demonstrate the live, that how you can buy. Suppose you are interested to develop the website for your library, or wherever you are working, you are interested to develop the web application. So in that case, what you can do, you can buy the server, and there you can host the website. So I'm going to show you that where you can buy, and then where you can host your service. So first of all, I will let you know that how you can buy the host service. See, there are many web hosting provider. If you simply type in the Google web hosting provider in India, you will get plenty of names where you can just go and you can buy it. And one of them, basically, you might have heard many very renowned web hosting provider like GoDaddy, Big Rock. All these are very popular. But there is one who also provides a good service. I am also using this service. So hostgator.in. This hostgator.in will give you opportunity, whatever you are looking for, by paying some nominal charges. You can see these are the basic startup where you can buy. Suppose you are going for 89 rupees per month. It is means that there are different charges. So if you go for this package, so all these features you will be getting. You can take the single domain. It will give you the 10 GB disk space. It will give you 100 GB bandwidth, so that you can float any kind of information and it will not affect you. And then it gives you 5 email account, unlimited database, and the free .NET domain for 1 year. All these you will be getting in this. Similarly, if you are going for any other package, that will have some more feature. It will have like unlimited bandwidth, unlimited disk space, single domain. If you are going for this package, so likewise you have to decide which package you are going to take. Now the thing is that which one will be good for me and what I need to select. So first of all, I would like to let you know that you need two things to host a website. The first one, you need a web server space, and second, you need a domain. For both you will have to pay separately, but these web hosting provider give you opportunity to check the web domain, and if it is available, you can buy here itself. So first of all, suppose I go ahead with the starter plan where I am supposed to make payment like 5 year 139 per month. These are all the plan of shared hosting. If you go some other web hosting plan like uh, dedicated server, or if you want some other server, a VPS server hosting, or reseller hosting, so these will be little bit costly. If you go for the dedicated server, these there you will they will provide you the whole setup server, but these generally will be very costly in nature. Let us see the price. If you see the Linux dedicated server, you can see the per month the price is 10,899. But the benefit will be, it will be similar to your own server where you can install any operating system. You can monitor the way you want, the way you manage your computer at home. All the features you will get. You can install operating system, you can install any kind of software and any kind of database. There is no restriction. But in shared hosting, there is a restriction that they will not be giving you the SSH login. You will not be able to manage the server from your own. Only they will provide you the control panel where you can, in the application, you can work. So I will show you the shared hosting, which is the cheap and best, and that will give you more opportunity to develop the website. So let's start with the starter package, where I'm going for the 1 year subscription, and I just go ahead with the buy now. Suppose I go ahead. So here it is asking get this essential add-on to make. No, I don't want to take anything. Suppose I just deselect everything, go ahead. Here it is asking, suppose if I'm having my own domain, so I can type here and proceed. Or if I do not have, suppose DP and I take .info. This website I do not have, this domain I do not have. So I choose this and I just check it. So it will show me the price of this particular domain, dptripathi.info, and this is 361 rupees per year. So if I suppose I select this, okay, I am ready to go ahead with this. So this is my domain name, and now it will ask me to check out. So suppose I proceed with this. If I proceed with this, it will also means ask me to add the this one domain hosting, web hosting server. So you can see for domain, it has asked me to pay 399 for 1 year, and for 1 year at the rate of 199 per month, 1910. This is the price of my web server. And total I am supposed to make the payment of 3,000. This will be my annual charges. So if I go ahead with the continue option, what will happen? It will send me the control panel detail with all MySQL user ID password, control panel user ID password, everything. And based on that, I have to access the control panel. So assume that you have subscribed it and it has sent you the mail. Now I got the mail and I have to enter it in the cPanel. So my website detail is dptripathi.co.in/cpanel, and if I hit enter, it will give me the login panel where I am supposed to enter the user ID, and this user ID will allow me to get inside the control panel. You just see here, this is the control panel where I have so many options and I can use for my development of the web application. Not only web application, let me tell you, we are talking about the web application development here. But apart from that, you can also have, suppose, those professionals who are involved in teaching, or some of them are interested to build a blog, or some of them are having, you can say, interest in the different kind of software. So all these you can do here. And here you can see, I'll just brief little and not go in detail. You will find the different application which you can use for different purposes, but our purpose is two things, that since I have my own domain dptripathi.co.in, let me show you my website so you will know this. This is my website which is running with the help of this web application. This is dptripathi.co.in. Now I am going to create one subdomain with the name joomla.dptripathi.co.in. So the joomla.dptripathi.co.in will be my subdomain, and I'll install the Joomla in that subdomain, so that anyone, if you access joomla.dptripathi.co.in, then you will be able to access the page the way you are accessing my website dptripathi.co.in. So for creating this subdomain, you can find the option subdomain. If I click on this, it will open the box where I am supposed to enter the detail. I just give here Joomla, and I have to choose for which domain I want to create Joomla. So I just choose dptripathi.co.in. So my extension will be, means subdomain detail will be, address will be joomla.dptripathi.co.in. So I just click on create. And once I just click on create, it will create the subdomain, and it will inform me also that your subdomain has been created. It is still creating. It may take little time depending on the speed of computer, and also you need to ensure that there is no subdomain already created with this name. So below that you can see that there is no other, you can say, the subdomain created with joomla.dptripathi.co.in. So now you can see joomla.dptripathi.co.in has been created. Now our next job is, I again go back, and my next job is go to control panel and install the Joomla. So before I go for installation of Joomla, I will just show you the website of Joomla, where you can see joomla.org. This basically is the software which is already available in this platform and given by your web server provider or web hosting provider to use this software, or to install this particular software in your computer or in your server. So you don't have to install or download, especially for this control panel, because it is already included in this. But system, so there you are supposed to download this package and XAMPP, as I mentioned in the beginning, that you need two packages, the Joomla this one, Joomla package, and XAMPP, which is a combination of Apache, MySQL, and PHP. And with the combination of these two, you will be able to local computer. So that part I will show you the video I have prepared, so that will be helpful those you are interested in installing local in the local system. So let me take you back to the control panel. So here I have already explained that how to create subdomain. Now I am going to show you that in this created subdomain joomla.dptripathi.co.in, how you can install Joomla. So when I scroll my screen down, I get one option name with the name Softaculous App Installer. See, most of the website or you can say web hosting provider, they have this app installed in the web control panel. Basically, this is very powerful application which provides you the combination of different software and different packages which will allow you to install in the server as a means these package. So if I click on this particular button, Softaculous App Installer, it will open the this one Softaculous App Installer, and not only Joomla, it will show you many applications which are available which you can install, especially as I mentioned, suppose you are involved in teaching, interested to install in Moodle, you are interested to build your own cloud server, you are interested to build your file manager server. So all these applications are already available in the Softaculous App Installer, and there you can go, there you can install in the same domain joomla.dptripathi.co.in. Just a minute, I think my server is getting slow. It will open. I'm connecting to my another this one network, so it may get disconnected for just 1 minute. I'll join again because it is getting slow. So okay, is my screen visible now? Can anyone
Yes, sir.
just okay, thank you very much. So here you see when I just get inside the Softaculous, you can find this. There are many packages available. Left side, you see for the blog, for the development of blog, there are these are the package. If I don't want to install Joomla, I want to develop the website with the WordPress, I can go ahead with this. If I don't want to use WordPress, I can use the microblog. Similarly, if I want to create forum like LIS forum or LIS link, so these are the software which can help me to build the forum. If I want to have my own gallery of image gallery, so I can do that. So if I want to have just like a Facebook platform where I can add my all friends in this, and they can be the part of that, so they can you can install open social network. So all these are the software which can help you to, especially education. So see, these are the software Moodle, Claroline, Chamilo, eFront. All these are the software which can help you to have the online platform for just teaching online. And suppose you are interested to manage your own cloud, so you can install here. So these are all packages. You have to decide that which package you want to use for the developing the website. So let me show you this method I have just showed you. Now there are many software, it is your choice. So for today's session I am going ahead with the Joomla, and I just click on this Joomla. So when I click on this Joomla, it will open the portal, and it will allow me to install in the same domain. Please do not forget, you have to install it in a particular domain. If you do not install in that particular domain, then it may not work properly. Oh, it is getting slow. I'm just disconnecting and I'll reconnect with my another. Hello. My server is getting slow a little bit. Just please bear with me. Yeah. Is my screen visible now? Please confirm because I just changed the internet connection to another server.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam. So this is the Joomla software platform which I'm going to install in the created subdomain. I just click on install now, and here I'm supposed to choose the version of the Joomla. Please do not misunderstand. This 2.5 version has been discontinued and it is no more getting any support from Joomla. So do not install 2.5 because it will allow you to install the previous version, but if there is any bug or if there is any issue with the server or Joomla, then you will not get the support. So please be careful while installing this particular package 2.5. So I have chosen the 3.9.23 and now my time is party.co.in, and this directory I will keep blank. I'm not going to make just create any directory after my subdomain. If I keep this, what will happen? Every time I'll have to type joomla.dptparty.co.in/joomla30. So I want to keep it blank, so it will not go create any directory after this. All the information will get installed. So when I type in the browser joomla.dptparty.co.in, it will directly allow me to visit my site. And here I am just giving the site name, welcome to my website. Then I just write here anything, portal for communication or whatever you want. Later also you can change, and then you can install the sample data. Please do not forget to install sample data, because what happens if you do not choose the sample data, everything will you will have to create from the beginning, which will kill your time. Now you have to just create the username. So suppose I have created username and password, and this password I have to use when I have to log in. I can give the name of the administrator, or leave it. I give my email ID, and then I'll just click on install. So when I click on install, it will just check the all the setting and it will start installing. You can see it is getting installed. Completely create any problem for you. Is there any issue from my end?
No, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So it is taking little time because the package is getting installed on the domain which we created, and then I will directly take you to that particular Joomla this one administrator page where we are supposed to develop the page and log in. So here you have to see that once it is done, it will give you basically two links. One is for your administrator that will work behind the curtain, and another one that will work in front that you will be sharing with your end users. So you can see this is the one which you are going to share with the public domain. If I click on this joomla.dptripathi.co.in, so now it will be visible like this. Means this is the default sample I have taken at the time of installation without any content, simple sample content. So it will look like this. But now we have to work on Joomla backend so that we can decide and we can design the page, and accordingly we can float the information for the for the use of end users. So to get inside the administrator page, there is a administrator login page that is called joomla.dptripathi.co.in/administrator. Every time you have to, whenever you are going to make any changes, please remember that you will have to log in here and then you can make changes, and whatever changes you are making inside the admin page, that will be reflected here in the front page. So to do that, you need just now what login I gave at the time of installation, I have to enter the same. Please don't do anyone from your end because I am doing here. And after that, this I'll keep open. If you want to practice later also, you can practice in this. I'll not disable this subdomain for 2-3 days. So those who want to practice, they can do it even after the session. So you can see that once I log in, I get the control panel inside the Joomla, and on the top of page there are menu and sub menu, which is you can say the facilitator for you to control the whole page and design the page, and you can develop the page. As an example, I want to show you that with the Joomla I have developed my own website, the dptripathi.co.in, which I just now showed you. This is in Joomla. The another one that is which I have developed, library.nitrkl.ac.in. This basically this is also using the Joomla with different template. So all the resources, everything is being managed with the help of Joomla. So it's a very powerful, you can say, the package. Only you need to learn how you can use those, you can say, the extension module for making your website very useful. So let us get back to the point, and then we will see how we can do. So let me tell you first the structure of this inside admin panel, what options are responsible for what purpose, and which one you are going to use most of the time, so that you will be more familiar when you are going to develop the website. See, in the extension, there is a module, there is a plugin, there is a template. So remember, the template decides your look and feel of the website, and there are, I think you can say, the lakhs or millions of templates freely available in the you can say for Joomla 3 in the website, in the internet. Only you need to find those templates, you need to install, and you can use it accordingly. The second important option is the module. See, in the website, you can see these are the blocks. The whole website developed with the Joomla is combined together with the help of blocks. You can see there is a block. You can say this particular block decides the popular tag. The another, you can say this block is latest article, then login. This is your page where you are writing the content. This is your header, this is menu. So all these portions have their own, you can say, the location and these at these location we decide which module is going to be displayed. There are thousands of modules available for different purposes. They are called extension. If you go to the Joomla website, there you will find there is a separate website of extension. You see, download an extension. So if you go to this extension, it has multiple category, and the category wise there are multiple software. Suppose you are interested to have slideshow. So in slideshow category there are 280 modules. Similarly, you want to develop the gallery. For that there is a separate 144 modules. Similarly, you want to develop like social media, Facebook and Twitter, all these buttons on your page. So for that 91. So you can see these are all modules in different category, and you have to decide for which one you are going to use, and accordingly you need to install it and display it on the this page. So for that I will just I have already downloaded some of the good extension which can give better good and look and feel of your website. But in future, suppose those who are going to develop the website, they can also go through these extension, and they can use it for making your website beautiful and more, you can say, to accommodate more information. Okay, so these extensions are very powerful, and it can do anything. So those are taken care by the module. In the similar pattern, there is a plugin which is you can say it gives you the code which you can integrate inside the page to have the different look. For example, in one page, I want to blink some content. So for that, the developer, or you can say the open source society developer, they floated some code which you can integrate in the particular page, which will allow that particular text to blink on that particular page. So these plugins also are very helpful sometimes when we want to display the information through different method, you can say. So let me start with the other one. This is the components which give you the ready-made feature. Like if you want to just display some banner, you can use this. You can, if you want to display the contact, you can use this. You want to private message to the user, you can do that. You want to develop, means float some feed based on the different feeds available on the site. All these will be helpful to just categorize the information and float the information on your site. The main two portions are very responsible, which will decide the menu and page of your website. And this is the article. You will find in content article, and the second one is the menu. So basically the article is known as the page, and this page is to be linked with the menu. So you need to think when you develop the website, please remember, you need to think in such a way that you develop such a website which requires minimum click to reach the information. Perhaps you might have understood my point. Why I'm saying, suppose I'm an end user, I'm a library user, and I want to know that where I can get the information about mechanical engineering books. And to know about this particular information, if I have to click 5 times and each page opens after 30 seconds, you can imagine the user has to wait 150 seconds to reach that particular page, and definitely user will get frustrated, that because a user has to first click multiple times to reach the information, and also it is taking 150-second time to reach that particular page. So in that condition, user will never like to visit your page next time. So when you are developing the web application or website, especially for the service point of view, you always have to think as a user, and you have to minimize the maximum click. You ensure that user reaches the information within 1 or 2 clicks, so that user will not lose the interest. And most of the time, you might have experience when we search any information in the Google, what happens, we the moment we just float any keyword in the Google, we find lot of links, but we uh, we have that instinct, or you can say we want that we do not means we should not go to the detail of 100 links and get the detail. We want that I should get the first link where I get the maximum information. The same approach the other user also have when they visit your page. So what I want to say, when you develop the website, you have to conceptualize, you have to think in such a way that user does not find difficult to reach the information. So let me give you one best example first. Suppose I am going to develop the website for one library, and my library where uh, I have services, I am providing services, I have resources, I have everything. Only I need to develop the a web application, and I have to manage my content so that user gets the information on time. So now you need to think that basically in the library, two, three things are very common in nature. The first one, every user, whenever the user coming to library, he or she wants to know about, and this about may be, suppose you are keeping the about page, he may or she may like to know about library, circulation rule, yeah, privilege you can say. He may like to know about the working hour or library hours, all these. So you need to just think in that way that what information I provide so that whenever user visit the page, get the information in a single click. So I'm not just going to in detail. I have taken the 3 point inside the about menu, and second menu which I am going to suppose I have resources, I have services. So the second menu I have to think that resources. I may have different kind of resources. For example, I may have print resources. So I will just get one sub menu of print resource, another sub menu of e-resources. Then I may have different services. These services may be having the different services like circulation, online public access catalog. Then I can give new arrival. Then I can give mm, e-newsletter, all these. It is up to you that what service you are training, workshop, all these are a part of your design and development of the application. Then the another, the menu, or you can say where the information, maximum information that people find the library team. They want to know that how many people are working in the library and for which purpose I have to contact to whom. Another important this one, that is the download, where you can have the different forms. You can have the you can say empanelment, or there are different forms, there different procedure, notice form, all these you can have here. So you need to think whenever you are developing the website, you need to think that what are the information I can accommodate with minimum you can say minimum menus and maximum information. So when I develop a website, I will, as a developer, I will try to find that if I just develop the website under these 5-6 menu where I can give maximum information for the user, I will see and I see that this is going to be very helpful for the user. So the first menu which I'll create where site will land and it will give the maximum information on the page. If user is willing to move to the next page where he wants to see the information about library, so the library will be the sub page. This will be the sub menu inside the about. The circulation privilege will be the second sub menu inside the about. This will be the third sub menu inside the about. Similarly, these will be the sub menu inside the resources, and this will be the services area where the user will have the sub menu under these services. So what will happen if user wants to know that what are the e-resources being subscribed by the library? So simply user will go to resources, and the moment he or she moves the mouse over resources, it will just drop the two sub menu e-resources, and user clicks on e-resources and will get all the information at single page. Now let's see how to do this. And before that, we need to just see. Now I'll take you back to the page where we are talking about. This is the admin panel, and this is the front panel. So before we proceed to design the web application, especially with the Joomla, we have to think about the template. Please remember that in Joomla especially, there are multiple type of template, and each template will have different look and feel. So you need to think that which template suits my need, and you have to find out, and you have to install, and then you have to check whether it is looking good or not, all these. So as I mentioned, you can just go to the Google and find here Joomla 3 templates. See, if you go to all these, it will give you a lot of, you can say, extension. Some of them will be free, some of them will be paid one. Most of the time I got free one useful, and I have tested them and I got it very useful. But some of them are very good even in the paid one. They have the different, you can say, other facility in that. So you can go and you can use all these. You can see these are all the you can say Joomla template. I have downloaded one, so I'll show that one. So I just close this. Simply I wanted to show you that how you can go to the pages. So I already have the Joomla module I have downloaded, and some of the packages I have just got for you. Then I will show you. That is there is a very good template that is called all rounder, and this is basically this you can use for. I'll share this all extension with you all, so that if you want to use for developing the website, you can use it. This is available for version 3. So now we need to install. So you have to copy this address wherever you have downloaded and unzipped. I go to the page, admin page, and here I have to install first. What? The module, that template for changing my look and feel. So I go to manage and go to install. You see here, there are 3 methods to install. You can directly upload the particular file, or you can directly install it from the folder if you have kept inside your server, or directly from URL also you can install. So I just have downloaded, so I just browse the file, and then I go to the particular location where I kept my this all-rounder file. Please note that all the extension or module or whatever, it will always be in the zip format, or you don't have to extract it. And then I click on open. It will take little time depending on the speed of your network and also the computer, and it will get installed, and it will give you the information that your template has been installed successfully. You see here that all-rounder Joomla template has been installed. Installation of the template has been successful. Now our next job is that we need to use this. Right now our site is looking like this, but I need to change to this template because I have installed it and I want to use it for my purpose. So I go to install again. I go to manage. Oh, directly I go to the template. I just click on template, and now I can find that my all-rounder template is visible here. What I have to do, you see, right now this is the default one and it has been marked with the yellow color star. I simply click to the particular template which I want to make as a default. So I just select this one as a default. So it has changed to all-rounder now. And now if I go and refresh the page, it will change the look and feel of the website. So you see now the change, look and feel of this website is changed. And now I have to start as per my this plan. I have to design my menu, I have to design the sub menu, and I have to add the information to the pages. But the question arises here that how to do that. Now I will tell you that step by step how you can do that. So far we have I have explained that how you can develop the platform, how you can install the template, and you just decide what are the content you have to have on the page. Now let us see, before proceeding to add the information, this is very important for any developer, especially the website developer, that you have to know the location. As I mentioned in the beginning, that this is website is the full combination of the different blocks. As you can see, each block has the different headings, and these blocks decide the flow of information. So you need to decide that what are the blocks you want in the website and what is its location, because if you do not know the location, you may misplace the information, because this is the header, this location may have different name, this location may have different name, this location may have different name. So you need to know first. And how will you know? See, whenever you activate this particular template, you will find there is a I button. This I button by default will be in the disabled mode. So you need to enable it. And how to do that? You select the particular template, go to the option top right corner, and the preview module position, it is disabled. So you enable it and save it. Save and close. Now if you look into, see, this I button is enabled, and now if I click on this I button, it will open another page of that particular template, where it will show me the location of the different position. You see, for menu there is a position 1. So if anything you have to add, you need to add to the menu. If you want to add the information in between, suppose in the middle your position is top 2, top 3, top 5. If you want to add any information at the left side, that is position 7. Right side, this is position 8. All these. So before you proceed, you have to note down that what, suppose I want to float any information on the website, and you have downloaded any extension, how I am going to float the information. So I remember for this template that left side, if I want to use anything, that will be position 7. Right side, if I'm going to use anything, that will be position 8. If I want to use in the full middle, that will be Edward 6. If I want to split in 2 parts, that will be 4 and 5. If I want 3 part in the middle, so that will be Edward 1, 2, 3, anyone. So let us start now. I just close this information, and now we have to start with the decided content which we have done. Let me tell you first that how this content will be visible and in what way you have to install. In Joomla especially, there are 2 parts. The first part is called menu, and the second part is called article, which is also known as page. So remember, whenever you are creating any menu, for example, you are creating any menu, for example, you have created one menu home. So before that, because each menu, whenever you are creating, you have to link with any article or parallel option like contact or banner or anything. So before creating menu, you have to create the parallel option, whether you are adding banner, you are adding article, you are adding any news feed or anything, contact. So my suggestion, suppose I want to have the home page, I will create one page with the same name home, so that when I go to add, create linking between menu and article, I will not get confused. When I am going to create a menu, it will ask me which article you want to add. So by the time I will see that my home article is created and it is there. So I will link with home menu with the home article. Similarly, if I want to create about, I will create the similar article with the name about. I will create some menu, for example, about library. So I'll create the article library and I will link with this in submenu library with library. Similarly, if I want to create inside the resources, print resources, so I'll create another page with the print resources. And then, for example, services. So I will, in services, my next submenu should be circulation. So I'll create the page with the circulation. So when I add with this submenu circulation, I'll add the title article circulation. Why? Because unless or until you add the article or sub component, for example, it may be a contact, it may be banner, it may be a feed, news feed. So anything you are creating and you want to add with any, you can say the menu. So you have to accordingly create before creating menu. So let us do that. As I mentioned, this article can be created inside this article option and menu will be created in menu option. But before we have to create pages, the article. So I click on article and you can see already there is an article with the getting started, which is linked with the home menu. And the information which you are able to see, this information is available in this page. Yeah, is there anyone have any question? Okay, I proceed.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. So this particular, you can say this page. So I will leave it as it is because this particular page has information, but I'll clean this page. I'm not going to use this information which is available in this page. And also I will rename this page. So I just click on this and you can see the same information which is added here is visible now here. So what I do, I simply select with Control A and delete everything. And also I change the name of article as home so that I can understand it easily and save and close. You see now the name is changed home. So now if I refresh the page, I just refresh the page. So there is no content inside. Now the next page which I am going to create as per my this one plan about. So what I do, I just click on article. I create here about. I will not go add any information here right now. I will add all these information later. I just click on save and close. You see the second article is listed here. I create third article, which is resources. Save and close. You see the third one is listed. I again click on new. Now the fourth article has been created, services, and then another one I have created like library team, suppose, or download, whatever you want, and save and close. So for the time being, I have created 5 you can say pages, and now I want to go to create menu and I link all these articles with the menu. So let us go to the menu. Here you will find 2 menu, user menu and main menu. So you click on main menu here. By default, there is a home menu. You can see also here there is a home button. So whenever you are clicking, this page opens. So I don't have to create the first one because it is already article is added to this menu, and because of that this page is coming. Let's create another menu. Just click on new. All of you please pay attention. This is very important, and here only you will make mistake. So I give the name of the menu as a about, and you need to select the menu type. As I already mentioned here when I was discussing that you may have the different article type, like it may be contact, it may be banner, news feed, article. So accordingly you need to select here. So this menu type you need to select. So for that I will click on select, and you can select what type of menu you want: article, newsfeed, feed, privacy, search, contact, whatever. So I just go to the article and I will select single article. So when I click on single article, you might notice that it has added one more feature, select article, and it will ask me to add which article you want to add to this menu, means which page you want to add to this menu. So I will just click on select and see all my page which I created is available. So I select about. Now you see the name of my menu is about, and the article, the page is which I created with the name about, both are interlinked. And now I click on save and close. Let us go and refresh the page. You will see that another menu has been added, and if I click on this about, it opens the page about. So likewise we have to we have to create menu and add all the pages which we created. So I just click on new, and then I just resources, I create another menu. I go to select type of menu, I go to article, I go to single article, I select the article, I just select the article, save and close. I refresh the page, my third article is added. If I click on that, it is showing like this. Now I am going to create another one, that is news, new services. I just click menu type, new article, select services, save and close. And the last one I create, that is the library team. And now I click article, single article, select the article, library team, save and close. And if I go and refresh the page, so I will see that my all menus are ready. In any menu, if I click, it will show the information. But our purpose is not solved here. Our purpose is not solved because our plan was to have sub menu also. And what was the sub menu? Inside about, I wanted to show library sub menu. Suppose if anybody is willing to know about library, if anybody is willing to know about circulation privilege, library hours. So I want to have this information first. So what I will do here, I will again go to this one, and first what I will do, I will create these pages first, so that when I create menu, it will be available to link. So we have to go in the reverse direction. We have to create the page first, and then we have to create menu, and at the time of creating menu, it will ask you to add the page. Okay, so I just go to content, article, I just click on new, and here suppose I have created the page library, and then another one, print resource circulation. I'll create the another page, print resources, and another page I'll click that create, that is the circulation. And I'll save and close. Similarly, all pages, whichever you want to add, you have to create and you have to make ready before you create the subdomain. Sorry, submenu. Now go to menu, main menu. And here we have created 5 menu. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us add sub menu. So I'll click on new. I'll create this first sub menu, that is the about library. So I'll create the menu name as library. I'll select the menu type, article, single article. I'll select the single article, here library. And here you have to choose the parent item. See, these are all your main menu. You want to keep this sub menu in which, under which menu? So I have to keep under about. So only I'll select about and I'll just click on save and close. Now if I just go and refresh the page, you see my sub menu is added. Whenever I move my mouse over this, automatically it drops down. Similarly, let us create another sub menu. That was print resources, and the type of menu will be single article. I'll add the single article, print resources, save and close. Here I made a mistake. See, I did not make the part of any main menu. So it will print resources will be the main menu. I have to make it the sub menu of these services. So again, I'll open print resources and I will make this the parent item of resources. I will change it. It will be the part of resources, and again I'll save and close. Now I refresh the page, so this portion will go inside the resources. You see, resources. Similarly, another sub menu we are going to have it as a circulation. And menu type, single article, circulation. I'll make the part of services and save and close. Now if I refresh the page, you see under services also circulation has come. So all this information you need to plan before you start, and accordingly you have to go on adding. And after that, once you have done all these, if you click on any menu, user can reach to the particular menu directly. You see here, all these are functional now. So I guess I have been able to make you understand that how you can set up the website platform, how you can install that particular application to develop the website, how you can add the content, means before adding the content, you can create the platform for adding the content. Now let me show you how you can clean all these which are irrelevant and install the relevant one to display the exact information. So for me, all these tags, articles, all these are useless for me. So what I'll do, I'll just remove all these garbage from the page. I consider these are as a garbage. But as I said that these are all modules, different blocks. So I have to disable all these so that it is not visible on the page. So how to do that? In the admin panel, there is an extension and click on module. Find out which one you don't want. Suppose popular tag, latest article. See, this is the latest article. So I'll simply deselect it. I simply deselect whichever I don't want. I simply deselect and it will be invisible from the main page. Now you see everything has been moved off. So later if you wish, suppose you want to display or you want to use any information out of all this, so you can do that. See all this. It is showing the exact location, that is breadcrumb. It is also allowing to search information in the website. If you, in case you don't want the search one, you can disable it. If you, in case you don't want breadcrumbs, you can disable it. So it will allow to have the information like this. Now you can see against each module there is a position name. You can notice here. Accordingly, if you add any module, let me show you what module I can show you. These are all modules which I have downloaded and have different purpose. I'm just going to show you one very good module that is called tab. That will give you the option to add maximum information within the one page. I'll basically show you many, but let me start with the tab. Yes, this particular extension will allow you. Let me show you the website first, then you will understand easily. As I told you in the beginning, library.nitrkl.ac. When you open the website, this is the tab feature. You see. So what I am getting the benefit out of it, I can accommodate maximum information on the same page with different tab. I'm able to add the web opaque. I'm able to allow the user to search e-content. I'm able to display different notices. I'm able to show different publication, and I'm able to show the different forms which user can download. So this basically will enhance the you can say the information flow on your website. So let me show you here module how to install. The same, the way you install the template, you just go to install and go to just select the particular location, and let us see, this is tab, and just click on OK, open. So it will get installed. The tab GK5 is installed now, and but after installing, if you refresh the page, it won't be working, because everything which you are adding to Joomla website, it has to be started first. Without starting that, you cannot use it properly. So for that, again, we need to go to module, and you can see it does not have any position. This is important. It does not have any position. So which position you want to utilize, it is up to you. So if you remember, when I was displaying the location, I displayed that if I want any content in middle of the page, I will have to choose for this template Edward 12. So I will open this tab GK5, and then I'll choose the position in all rounder Edward 12. I will make it in the publish mode. I will not show the title, and I'll just save and close. Suppose just I want to display you, I want to show you Edward 12 tab GK5, and I just go and refresh the page. Now you will notice still it is not showing. Why? Because I have given the location, but I have not assigned the pages on which page it will be visible. So that also I have to do. What we have to do, we have to check all these, that we have set everything properly. So for that, there is a menu assignment. You can see it is written no pages, means unless I assign the page, it is not going to be visible on any page. So for that, I have to select only on the pages selected. So if I just choose this, it will show the whole structure of my website. I will means deselect all of them and select only home, so that it will be visible only on the home page. I save it, and again I go and refresh the page. Now you will be able to see no tab to display. It has come, but it is not showing anything. Why? Because I did not add any tab. Let us add the tab. Go to tab. I will click on add new. For example, I just give here download forms, and here I do not give anything. Suppose I just save. I gave another one, publications, and I save, and I save it finally. Now if I just go and refresh the page, ensure that it is saved, then only it will be visible. You see, it has download forms, publication. So if I click on download form, it will show the information. If I click on publication, it will show the information. Similarly, you can add as many as pages you want, I mean tab you want. Search books, and I just here best research papers. For example, I have given this, and now I save it, so it will have all the tabs visible on the page. You see, one after another. If you click on this, it will give you the information, and how you add the information, it is also given. Whenever you are opening the page, it allows you to add the content in the HTML format. So here you can add the content. Whatever the content you add, you can use the HTML for decorated content. If you are not well versed with the HTML, there is a website called W3 Schools. This will give you lot of opportunity for HTML tutorial, where you can directly go. Suppose I want to add this table. Suppose, let me take another example. HTML table. I want to add this table. I simply copy the whole thing here. I copy everything. I go to module page. I just paste here and save it. Now if I go and save, if I just refresh the page, you will notice that the particular table is created inside download form. Similarly, you can add multiple content. If you're not well versed with the what I mean to say that HTML, you can use the w3schools.com. There you will find plenty of information to add different, like HTML paragraph, heading, elements, basic, all these. And you can just try yourself. You can change the content, you can copy it. Suppose all these information you want to change, you just change in this code and just test it before pasting. Copy the code and paste it here. So in this way you can add the information in the different tabs. So benefit will be that it will accommodate maximum information within your web page, and this will give you more access to the page. Okay, now just let me give you some more. Suppose on the website you want to scroll something which you want that people may find it really useful. So for that there is another this one module which you can use, and that is reel. Something reel is there. 1 minute, let me find out. Information reel something. Okay, yeah, it is here, information reel. So again I go and I just save and close, and I go to extension, manage, install. Just go to this, and I find out information reel. I just open this, it will get installed. I go to extension, module, and see it does not have any position. So I open this module, I give this position as a position right 8. For this particular all-rounder template, this is at position 8. See position 8, it does not show any title. I click on publish. I just give menu assignment only on the pages. Okay, I give on all pages. And reel setting, this will be the height, display count 2, suppose I take it 3. So 3 content will be floating. And this is the place where you can add the title, you can describe it, and also you can give the link. So whenever it scrolls, maximum 5 at a time you can give, it will get displayed on the page. Now you see all the information which you are giving, it will scroll, and it will, suppose you want to give the title of this, you can also do where it is information reel. You can make changes, title like announcement, and you can go to module, you can show the title and just save and close. So if I just refresh the page, you see now it is showing as an announcement. And if you find clumsy, it is taking more space or something, so you can reduce number of article 2, so it will display at a time only 2. So this is the way to add the different modules. Let me show you. I am really very sorry to inform you that my battery is getting low, and I do not have, there is some problem in the current, so I will try to finish my whole topic within 10 minutes, and I'll request you all, if you have any query questions, so be ready with that so that we can discuss quickly, otherwise my laptop will shut down. I'm extremely sorry for that. Okay, now I am just going to show you that this template on the top, you can, how you can change this template on the top. For that, you will have to go to the control panel. This control panel has one, you can say, folder. This is called file manager, and in this file manager, it will show you in the public HTML the website which you have created. Joomla, it will be having. You have to find where it is, joomla.dptripathi.in. Yeah, it is here, joomla.dptripathi.in. You can see when I click on this, it will show all information here, and you have to go to template, you have to go to all rounder, you have to go to images, go to logo, and this, in this particular file you have to download. Suppose I download it here. I download it here. Ensure that it does not change the name, and also it does not change the format. If it is in PNG format, let it be in the PNG format. Otherwise, what will happen? It will not function properly. So I open this file with any image editor. I'll open this file with any editor. Just a minute. The best image editor is the Fireworks. You can use it. It is not free software, it is the paid one. And you can find, if it is available with you, you can, this you will find very good for image editing. Or in open source category, there is a software called GIMP. You can use that also. So you see, this is my logo, and I am just going to rub everything. See, I just rub everything, and I write here with the text, welcome to my website, and I just reduce the size, or okay, let it be in white color. I reduce the size little, so it will look good. And I do not do anything, I simply save it. I'm just giving you one example. and upload the file. I just upload the file in the same location. I select the file. I download it at desktop. I go to desktop, logo transparent. I just find it where it is. And yeah, it is here. It will ask me to overwrite. I just overwrite it. And I refresh the page now. You see, welcome to my website. So I have changed the content, and now I can see my website is looking little is good, and I can even see I can change the color, everything. How to do that? Okay, so I hope you all must have understood the concept that how you can just develop the website, how you can add the content, how you can float the information. Similarly, for adding the content, I'll just take you directly one page, go to article, and wherever you want to add information, just click that article open. And you see it provides you WYSIWYG editor where you can add just like a word. You can add anything. Welcome. I am happy to launch this website developed using Joomla CMS. Suppose you have added here, thanks, DP Tripathi, and I just save and close. Now if I go and just refresh the page, see the information will get displayed here. Similarly, you can add information to all pages. So, madam, I am really sorry because of some problem at my end. I will not be able to continue because my computer may shut down. I just hold the session now here with request to raise the question if anyone is having any question, and after that I will then proceed. And yes, before I wind up the session, I will also like to inform you all that all these information I have already uploaded on youtube.com. You can go to librarian guide page. You will find all the information here. In go to playlist, and here you will just see there are many playlist. You will find many design web application you find with Joomla. So I have already uploaded the 11 video. So all these detail you will get here. How to purchase domain, how to purchase domain, how to install Joomla on web server. All these you will get. So already I have given the information in the Joomla website. So that's all from my end, madam. I'm regretting that due to the electricity problem, my laptop is getting down. So thank you all for being the part and making me the part of this session. If you have any query and question, I'll be happy to answer. Over to you, madam. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Any participant, I request you can ask your question or write in the chat box. Any question from participants? Sir, I don't think anyone has any problem,
Sir,
any questions or
one
doubt.
thing, yeah, I have written my email ID in the chat box. And if anyone is having any question later also, they can drop me mail. So I'll definitely help them whenever they have any question.
Okay.
Then even I
Just before,
even I can help.
before you wind up, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I wanted to thank you, sir. It was one of the very delightful session,
Thank
and
you.
it was very demonstrative. Entire session we were glued to the screen actually. Thank you very much. It was
Most
not
welcome.
only a lecture kind of session, but it gave a lot of practical tips how to design your own website. It was very useful, sir. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Most welcome. Most welcome.
Thank you, sir. Now I will call upon Aditi madam to express her vote of thanks. Aditi madam.
Yes, so sir, it was a really indeed a very useful and practical session. You have covered open source content management Joomla from installation to hosting, its features, how to add contents, and you have showed example of your own library websites also. Additionally, you have updated us with HTML tutorial website and logo maker website. So make this setup of a website is very good option than other highly programming languages. I think participants would like to try and explore more on it. So we thank you very much for accepting our invitation and sparing your time to deliver the fantastic session. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you, madam, and I'm really sorry for this interruption. I
It,
hope some other time I'll definitely be the part of any other session and I'll cover other remaining portion. Thank you, madam. Thank you, sir
Sure,
and
sir.
madam, for giving me the opportunity.
thank you.
Thank you, all the
Thank you,
participants.
sir. Thank you.
Thank
Okay. Good day to all. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, welcome, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Now
Now
I
I
re-
will now.
I
Yes,
request
go on, madam.
Mr. Sanjay Sawan to conclude the session. Over to you, sir.
Now I have to inform one thing to our attendance that I find that there were around 100 participants had registered, but very few members attended actual sessions. So I request them to attend tomorrow, and we will be in the position to give them a e-certificate if they don't attend at least for 2 days. Now, tomorrow's
Sawan sir,
session will start at, yes, sir.
Sawan sir, you
Yes,
can
sir.
send an email to all the registered participants
Yes,
because
yes,
those who are
already,
attending, yeah, yeah. Please
yes,
send
sir.
one more reminder because
Oh,
those who
sure,
are
sure,
not
sure.
in the meeting, they did not get the message which you have informed now.
Yes, yes, sir. I have already posted and I will be again posting them.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Uh,
Thank you. Thank you.
and now, yeah, tomorrow's session will start at 10:30. And with this, I conclude this today's sessions. Thank you and Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you, sir. Swapnil, hello.